few minutes for introducing ULCCS because we are the second largest cooperative society in the world, and we are having 18,000 employees, including laborers. And then we primarily focus construction in Kerala, within the state of Kerala, where the sustainability is a big issue because of unavailability of virgin material, basically, in construction sector, and also affected by frequent rains and other environmental issues. So the challenges basically includes limited availability of recycled material. That is one challenge. And then higher upfront cost perception, because we think, including client thinks that shifting to green will cost us more. So that is another challenge. And inconsistent between, because the policies developed in central may not be suitable for many states due to unavailability of material, the climate and other things. So that is another issue we are facing. And there is poor monitoring and monetization issues. So these are the challenges we face. So but however, there are many initiatives we do within ULCCS to bring up with the sustainable solutions, like going towards green. So one of such initiation is we launched a separate group for construction of steel buildings, bridges, which will usually use. We intend to use stainless and normal MS steels. So where the life cycle cost can be taken into account, and then sustainability can be brought in. As we are also suffering from not only material, we are also suffering from the lack of skilled laborers. That is another issue we are facing. So going by the presentation, government procurement is the largest market driver, because 8 to 10% India's GDP is contributed by construction, as well as around 20% of the green emissions is contributed by construction, where now shifting towards green will give a lot of benefits. So procurement policies increasingly mandate sustainability in tenders, because if you see, I'm taking some examples where we found a lot of resistance from the government or employer, means clients, due to the rigidity in the bid. So even with that, we try to get the sustainable factor into construction. Like there is a road, AC road, which is Alappuzha to Changanaശ്ശേരി, which is about 24 kilometers. It passes through marshy land, where the government proposal was to go using stone columns, which we intend to use around 75,000 cubic meter of material, tons of material. And we replaced it with sustainable reinforcing technology. We consumed around only 35% of the material what is actually required, and we brought in this Kaya geotextile and then other geogrids to replace the virgin agreement. So we do such initiative, but then that is without the support of procurement in the bid. So that is one thing. And then another suggestion is to bring out translational research, where many product, material and methods are daily getting evolved, but it lacks support from the industry, where the institutes are unable to, especially research institutes, IITs, NITs, unable to experiment that in the site and then monitor it, and before implementing it, before scaling it up. So that is another problem of implementing this green technology into the procurement. So that bridge has to be made between those initial nasal stage technology and scaling up. Then I'll go to next. So So materials, existing green mandate, Indian construction mandatory, we use fly ash is already there, recycled asphalt, CD waste, recycled waste, it is there, buildings, ECBC compliance is there. But then these are lacking procurement support in many ways because whoever adopts is not getting benefited. So that has to be brought into the procurement stage. So I'll go there. How tender mandate drive green translation. The pre-qualification, right? Requires ISO 14,000 that must be made compulsory, and then proven environmental compliance history. So those who are strictly following the environmental compliance, like the EIA, and non-compliance reporting, auditing. So these certificates from the department or the client should be produced for the next bid, so that it will be benefited. Those points or bonuses will be added to that, and then avoid this low cost business in the procurement and go for QCBS or quality based selection. So material standards, minimum fly ash and recycled content requires for suppliers, promote usage of steel structures where recycling can or life cycle cost can be considered. So increase utilization of electrical vehicle and plant, and then labor camps should be converted into where green energy is used for running those plants and kitchens, where bigger construction activities is happening. See, these things need to be taken into the benefit, like considered, and then give benefits to the contractor who are adopt this, and those sort of auditing should be carried out from by the government department, and those bonus points can be considered in the procurement. So performance contracts including maintenance clauses and pollution penalties that can be brought in, and digital monitoring, because many of these things are lacking because it is localized, it is not available in an organized manner. So we need to put up the digital monitoring centralized system where all these things can be monitored, and then those things can be made as bonus points, with benchmarking. So promote R&D, translation, result, and TAP benefits through this. Increase awareness, because many of the sustainable technologies are, we especially as a contractor, even though we try, it cannot be implemented because of the lack of awareness and client, especially with engineers. So adoption of proven international green construction innovation to India's local conditions. That, see, the best thing is to bring out the translation research into by the contractors, which will be supported by or associated by some research institute like IIT or NIT, and then supported by one or two departmental engineers. So involving these things, many products and systems can be brought into our construction world, which will be benefits to moving towards green corridor, as the procurement also will be benefited by this one. So bridge from LAMP, I already explained these things, and then adopt BIM and prefabrication, where labor is the major constraint, and we are struggling to meet the deadlines, where factory-based prefabrication components can bring in meet the construction within the short period. And see, the way forward is to develop India-specific green material standards based on the translational research, because that has to be coordinated, and then put up all the translational research result and monitoring outcome. Introduce mandatory sustainability scoring in tenders. That is what I again told. This tender should be met with this scoring, where who are taking proactive steps will be getting benefited. Create a national green construction handbook, where what not to be done, what to be done, what to be followed, how the best practices are adopted. Incentivize research industry government collaboration. Again, I explained that this contractor should allow to do research and then come up with the solutions as in collaboration with industry as well as government and the research institutes. and train engineers, contractors on green technologies, promote digital tools for carbon footprint tracking. It will be an added advantage. So thank you.